Hi, it's Maggie the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your March 2023 mid-month general reading. So we're looking at the last half of March, and this reading is for our lovely lions, the fire sign of Leo. I hope everyone's doing great. Thanks for taking the time to watch these videos, and for those of you who like, share, and subscribe, a big thanks to you as well. So Leo, this is for you for the last half of March 2023. If your sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign is in Leo, it's also relevant if you're cross-watching for a Leo. Of course, it's a general reading, so it'll resonate just a little differently for everyone. So if you know any or all of your other signs, sun, moon, rising, or Venus, watch each of them as well, because it can bring in additional insight and perspective into what's going on in your personal life. And if you find that something really does touch you, it really does resonate, and you'd like to take a deeper look and perhaps reach out for a personal reading or information about a personal reading, feel free to email me directly at maggie1mcguire@gmail.com. You can also get that contact info by clicking on the description link or the title of this video. I can usually respond the same day with more information. I do offer quite a wide variety of choices for personal readings. Love, health, finance, work. And I also do 6 and 12-month overviews, which take a look at what's coming in your life in a variety of different areas over the next 6 or 12 months, depending on how far ahead you want to look ahead. And gift readings are also available too, because personal readings do make great gifts. Anyway, if you're interested, send me an email. I'd be delighted to hear from you. Okay, Leo, let's see what's in store for you for the last half of March 2023. I am using the Tarot of Dreams and clarifying with the Gilded Tarot. We begin with a little insight. The Ace of Swords. Aces represent the number 1, a new opportunity. This is the Ace of Swords, or air, truth, information, enlightenment. This is kind of like getting a clue, seeing something for the reality of what it is, new information, new insight, new perspective. With the Moon, which means the absolute opposite of that, a lack of clarity, hidden fears rolling around. There's some kind of truth coming out or some kind of insight, wisdom, seeing something. It's like blinding clarity here after a period of not having any or feeling very stuck or unsure. That is coming to an end. Next, we have the Four of Wands, one of the happy home cards. This card can speak of the anticipatory excitement of social events, which may include friends and family. It's one of the traditional wedding cards, reunions. It's happy home. It's also unexpected blessings and happy surprises as well. With the Ten of Coins, long-term stability and security, inheritance, having enough that you no longer have to worry about the future so much. Could be financial and material issues. But both of these cards together are a classic sort of marriage, long-term marriages or security. At the very least, on a financial and material level, Leo, you're fine. Home, family, stable. Next, we have death, final endings and transformations. Something is coming to an end, change is coming, and transformation as well. With the Lovers, very connected relationship, a karmic energy to this relationship, and whether or not it's soulmate, twin flames, that doesn't necessarily mean that the person remains with you or that you stay together for your whole life. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't, but it does represent that what you've gained and what you've learned from this relationship, you do take with you. The Lovers usually represents a relationship at a crossroads. There's a choice or a decision that needs to be made. Now, for some of you, it might be about the relationship itself. Do we go forward? Do we break up? What do we do? Or it could be in another area of life, but it will have a significant impact on the relationship. There's change and transformation coming to a relationship. We'll, of course, clarify. From the bottom of the deck, the overall energy and focus for the second half of March 2023 is the Three of Wands. A very positive card. It speaks of having put in some of the effort, laid some of the groundwork. You're starting to see your efforts paying off. You're waiting, watching that ship come in, and you're really feeling quite hopeful, positive, and optimistic about the future. Well, let's clarify with the Radiant Rider-Waite. Primary deck was the Tarot of Dreams. If I said that, I don't remember if I said that or not. And clarifying with the Radiant Rider-Waite. So let's clarify that overall energy of the Three of Wands. The Five of Pentacles. Insufficiency and lack. I like to call this the beggar card because it represents somebody who feels like they have to beg for everything they need or want. It can represent financial and material insufficiency and lack, not having enough money, being out of work, being homeless. On an emotional level, it can represent feeling abandoned, rejected, shut out, not good enough, having to beg for crumbs. But this is clarifying something that's positive moving forward. I feel like you've been through some period of doubt and confusion, and let's clarify this Ace of Swords. What is this clarity, this epiphany, this new insight? Oh, the Two of Cups, soulmate, kindred spirits. While I sometimes say that in general readings, I don't like to present a reading, even though it's general, skewed heavily towards one area of life or another, but sometimes it comes out that way. So for a large portion of you, this is going to be a relationship that is, a reading that is, a general reading that is relationship oriented or relationship centered. Whether or not it's about the relationship itself or in another area of life that impacts the relationship is central here. Knight of Wands, opportunities, fast-moving action. Some of you may have just suddenly discovered a soulmate, met a soulmate, or realized somebody was a soulmate. Let's clarify that moon. The Queen of Wands, that's you, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. So you had the lack of clarity. Things were hidden from you, or you felt things were hidden from you, or things were just fuzzy. You had fears. You weren't quite sure what the future held for you. And maybe you were feeling a bit pessimistic about it, but that's all changed now. Clarify the Four of Wands. Happy home, unexpected blessings. The Sun. Light, love, warmth, laughter, illumination, pressures and restrictions being uplifted, loosened, or just negated, because just like the real sun touches everything when it comes out and uplifts and clarifies, so does the Sun card when it comes out. It affects every card in the spread. It acts as a boost to positive energy cards and acts as a lessener or a negator to any challenging energy cards. But this is quite beautiful. It's like you've gone from darkness to light. Let's clarify this Ten of Coins. It could be that there was some kind of financial or material insufficiency it could be that some of you are in an already formed partnership, connection, and you were maybe perhaps undergoing some financial and material hardships, financial insecurities. And something has happened, something has come in quite quickly and perhaps rather unexpectedly to alleviate that, meaning money and security coming in. Or if you were having difficulty with housing or residence, again, it's the same thing. Let's clarify that Ten of Coins. The Wheel of Fortune, divine timing and orchestrations. I like to call this card God's fingerprints, because this is, again, divine timing and orchestration. God, spirit, angels, and guides working in your favor. The Knight of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. Again, Ten of Pentacles is the same as Ten of Coins. It's the Ten of Earth. So what is being brought to you, what is coming into you unexpectedly, is love-driven. There's an offer or opportunity that's backed by love here, and it provides, and it looks like it offers not only emotional happiness and stability for home and family, even community, but also financial and material stability. I mean, if this is, I mean, it might be a proposal of marriage for some of you. Clarify death. I mean, it's quite clear that Spirit is orchestrating some kind of major change in your life, Leo, in the last half of March, thereabouts, timing always being a little bit fluid one way or the other, after a period of some doubt and confusion. It may be that there's a relationship coming in or new relationship coming in. It could be an already formed relationship is moving to the next level after some period of uncertainty. And it could be that you and another person already coupled have been experiencing some kind of hardship that's alleviated here. Let's clarify death, endings, transformations. For some of you, I mean, sometimes the Lovers can represent a third-party situation. It may be that you're moving on from one person to, it may be that you're moving away from one relationship which perhaps has been not great anyway, or one that you left or broke up with before, but maybe we're still something connected, but there's something new in front of you. Clarify death. The Five of Swords, a hard-won victory, often represents winning, but sometimes it represents that you have to leave someone behind or something behind in order to move forward on a different path. The Four of Wands, again, that happy home again. Clarify the Lovers. For some of you, and maybe just a small portion of you, this is going to be like a kind of a third-party-ish situation. And I say ish because for some of you, it's going to be a flat-out third-party situation where you're in a relationship that has been struggling, it's had its issues. Perhaps you've met somebody new, or some new relationship opportunity is forming. It looks to be quite a serious one, and you in order to take it, and it looks quite good, you have to make a break, and that may be difficult to do. Where the ish comes in is that some of you may have been in a pretty connected relationship with someone else, but again, it struggled, it had issues, it came to a point of splitting up, either clearly or more or less, but there's still a connection there. But again, there's a kind of a having to sever to move forward here. For others of you, as a couple, if there's no issues in the relationship and this is not a third-party situation, it's change coming in to transform a situation which was very difficult, and it's about moving forward on a new path, which can sometimes be very nerve-wracking too. Clarify the Lovers. The Eight of Swords, feeling bound, held hostage, unable to free yourself, although it's somewhat illusionary because swords are governed by air, which governs our intellectual landscape. So this is a card of, telling yourself, oh, I can't change this because of that, and I can't leave this because of that, and I can't because of this, because of that. All the reasons and justifications we tell ourselves when we're afraid to move forward and change things in our life. The Devil, yeah, there was something that you had difficulty, extreme difficulty, letting go of. That is coming to an end. King of Wands, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. This is you. It might be another person that, again, you've had to separate yourself from in order to move forward. There's definitely a new offer, a new opportunity coming in here, and it looks fabulous. It looks not only emotionally and psychologically uplifting, but there's also, I mean, we have this 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Coins energy with it, which is stability and security in the long term, not having to worry about next week, next month, next year. This is a sure thing. It's where you can finally breathe a sigh of relief after a period where you feel like you've been out in the cold. Nothing is enough. The weight of the world is on your shoulders. This opportunity, free will, free agency, you can always, I suppose, say no. I wouldn't, but you could, right? Because there is something else that has a hold on you too, and there's an element of seduction in there too, and it just might be the history, but you have to free yourself from that in order to move forward. So let's end with some advice, guidance, feedback from Spirit for Leo for the last half of March 2023. Six of Wands, victory, triumph, and success after a struggle, after a battle of some kind. This is a major card of winning. The World, the last major arcana card in the tarot. Something coming to a final end, and it's time to move on. Looking out at a brand new landscape full of different options and opportunities. The next card after this would be the Fool, which starts off a new cycle of the tarot again, which means a new cycle or chapter of your life is beginning or meant to begin. Here's the Fool right here. Wow. A brand new cycle beginning. Taking a leap of faith, stepping out into the unknown, taking a risk. Well, it's quite clear which path Spirit supports. Spirit supports whatever this new opportunity is, this new offer, whatever this is what Spirit supports for you moving forward. The Fool card and the World card both represents that the challenge for you in this, Leo, is going to be closing the door on one and opening another door that leads who knows where. You're not entirely sure. That's the whole energy of the Fool, but it's definitely being brought to you by God, Spirit, angels, and guides, divine timing and orchestration here. So, enough said. All right, Leo, those are your messages for the last half of March. I hope you enjoyed them, found them useful, helpful, give you some food for thought. Again, if any of this really resonates with you and you'd like to take a deeper look, reach out for a personal reading for yourself or as a gift for someone else, feel free to email me directly at maggie1maguire@gmail.com. I would be delighted to hear from you and to work with you. You can see that contact info by clicking the title or description of this video. I will see you all in a couple of weeks for the April general readings. Until then, stay well, stay safe, be brave, and I hope to see you back here again soon. Bye-bye.